here about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on first down is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick on first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Carr. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. It's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Just a yard. That'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Carr going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Dolphins at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation prior to the game. They would say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 22, Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here we go. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 22, Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get the pass rusher second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Again, it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Carr now on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 3 yards remain for second down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
What now?
In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Touchdown! Hunter Renfro in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most. Thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what... second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. Off the option, here's Henry. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Donald Parham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sanders. And it's now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Play action, now it's Tua. Another catch, and it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Carr. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The open man here, Renfro. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Carr again. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Carr now on on first down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a play fake. Carr. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From just shy of midfield, Tua. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. The option to give to Swift here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Tua going to throw. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Donald Parham with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they're also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Here's Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll field this at the 5. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 52 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Miami, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.